In the Unresolved Problems segment tonight, Commander-in-Chief concerns. According to a new poll by Military Times, 60% of active duty service members are uncertain or pessimistic about Barack Obama. Can the incoming president overcome these doubts? Joining us now from Washington, Colonel Richard Class, president of the Veterans Alliance for Security and Democracy, and Fox News military analyst Captain Chuck Nash. All right, Chuck, let's start with you. What's the significance of this survey, if any?
Well, I think surveys are self-selecting. In other words, the people who take the time to fill out a survey want their opinion registered. So these folks who were both very optimistic about President-elect Obama, who were pessimistic, and those in the middle all wanted to register their opinion. So it's just folks speaking out.
Chuck, does it matter what they, I mean, I know there's, a certain morale, but, does it really matter what's in this? First of all, it's not a scientific survey, but, does it really matter? Or when they get the orders, they're going to go?
Absolutely. And if you look at the raw data, and I went through all the raw data and looked at it. It was a very extensive survey. It had to do with living conditions, housing, pay and benefits, and future career opportunities. It was a very extensive poll. I think what really matters in here is that President-elect Obama, during the campaign, if you talk to a lot of folks who voted for him, I think the tenor that he set was, we're going to pull all the troops out of Iraq, and there are some people who think that's what he said. And so with that, there's the uncertainty that's sewn into this, and that's why you have such a large number of people who are pessimistic and uncertain, and that's because most of the people, according to this poll or survey, actually believe that we're going to have success in Iraq and support the way President Bush.
No, I don't want to debate the Iraq War. You and I will be in a debate on that one. I want to go to Colonel Class here.
What I'm saying is that the difference is that the same people who filled out this survey predominantly support the Iraq War.
Yeah, I understand that, but the survey also, the survey also indicates, Colonel Class, the survey also indicates that the military types believe that we should have more emphasis in Afghanistan, less emphasis in Iraq, is my understanding of this survey. Isn't that what Barack Obama is pushing here?
Well, that's what Barack Obama said for the last year when President Bush and John McCain were poo-pooing that need. But let me say one thing about the survey. The headline is misleading. There were 25% of the people who were pessimistic, there were 25% of the people who were optimistic, and there were 35% of the people who were uncertain. So 60% of the people were pessimistic or uncertain, as the headline says, but 60% of the people were also optimistic or uncertain. So the presentation is not fair.
We're going to get lost in statistics. Colonel Class, let me just say, it appears to me as though Obama realizes he needs to get this support. He's reached out to the military in a number of ways, including this trip to Hawaii. His wife apparently has visited Fort Bragg a number of times. They must know that they've got to make up some ground there. Is that your sense?
I don't think they have to make up some ground, and I don't think they believe that. I think they truly respect the military. During the campaign, Michelle Obama visited many bases and talked quietly outside of the press with the wives. President-elect Obama has chosen General Jones as his national security advisor. Data indicates that veterans, who of course were former military, younger veterans, younger than me, 60 and younger, voted 51–52% for Obama against McCain. It was the older veterans. It was the older veterans, the Vietnam era, that voted about 60% for McCain. Overall, it came out 54–45 for McCain.
We're getting too much statistics. We got the message that if you're young, you were for Obama. If you weren't, you tended to be for McCain. Colonel Nash, let me ask you this really the fundamental thing. Isn't this really a matter of bringing people around him who have the experience? He's left Gates in the Pentagon, and then Jim Jones, who happens to be a personal friend of mine, I think was a huge positive appointment for Obama. In fact, empowering General Jones to really have authority.
Yeah, and I think that's where the uncertainty part comes in, because although there were things said during the campaign, what is actually starting to pan out is, if you look at the defense and national security policy selections that he's made, they're anything but far left. So there's the uncertainty there, and I'll tip of the hat to the Colonel there where he says, you know, is the glass half full or half empty? That uncertain category is just what it is. It's uncertain.
Yeah. Yeah, I appreciate both of your points of view. You both were on different sides of this thing, but look, he's our commander-in-chief. He's reaching out and put some good people in there, and let's keep our fingers crossed that we're going to have real success. Thank you, guys.